So Twilight Council is good to have for that. Well, I mean, you have to have it for it, so it's obviously good for that. So me having access to these High Templars is going to be fun beans for me. But make a balanced army composition, right? So I like to have a lot of zealots, and I use those as blocks for my units. Anyway, this is basic information for some people, but then people just don't know sometimes how to play, and that's okay. Like, you gotta learn from some time. You gotta learn somehow. Everyone starts from the beginning, right? So, like I said, these photon cannons are where they are. It's gonna be harder for my enemy to approach those cannons. I'm gonna wait. Let's wait for an expansion. Actually, about time for me to expand. Twilight Council. Like, get charged for your zealots. If you use zealots, I'll get them on, which I usually do because they're cool beats. And then here we go for Templar Archives. And then this will give me access to High Templars, which are fantastic. I have my units in two groups. I have Zealots in Group 1, I have Stalkers in Group 2. I can kind of move them around separately. If I've got to sacrifice any of these units, I'm going to sacrifice my Zealots because they're worth less. They're a little tougher than Stalkers because they're so much cheaper. And here we got some enemies here. I'm going to try to open this little thing here, what this is called. He's gonna try to snipe me, but Stalker's got longer range. I'm gonna line them up in a line there so they can kind of all engage at the same time. Keep an eye on this area with that outpost there. I'm gonna go take my expansion. Go down there. I'm gonna press BE for pylon. Hold Shift, and I can queue up a few pylons, just a couple. So do that, and he will get by those individually, and every chance you get to, I like to set my Nexus to Group 0 and Chrono Boost my upgrades that I'm trying to get. Yeah. I like to get level 1 armor and level 2, or level 1 weapons. It's only 200 for Vespene gas and minerals, and you can get both those upgrades in that price. So it's pretty good. And I see expansions going down now. I'm going to go and deny this expansion from this computer player. He's saying, oh my gosh, you got an expansion. I'm going to say, well, no, you're not. And I'm not going to attack right now. I'm going to wait till my guys are around it and attack all at once. And that's important because the less time your opponent has to respond, the better. And if all my damage goes down at the same time, then it's harder for him to respond to the threat. I'm going to keep my zealots here. I'm not going to have my zealots attack this. Because I know he's up here, right? So he's going to come this way. Here he comes. My zealots are already in position. And I can engage him a lot easier. I'm going to kind of move my Stalkers. I know my Stalkers aren't going to win this battle. I'm going to move my Stalkers now. Since they're expensive, I save them. Warp in more Zealots. And I'm running back to my home base. I probably should have ran away from that completely, but I decided to engage instead. But probably not a good idea. I should have probably ran away once I killed the hatchery. But I didn't, so. I don't think this computer player will build air, to be honest, so that's kind of silly, but obviously your opponent can build air. Here comes some shenanigans now. I'm just going to try to keep control of my zealots here. The Stalkers are kind of, can do their own thing, but I control my zealots pretty carefully. You gotta try to control your units as best you can all the way around. So, but yeah, so here's something important about StarCraft. The reason why, okay, even if you don't like RTS, if you don't like StarCraft, like, this game is really important for gamers in general, and I'll tell you why. It all begins in South Korea. South Korea, in, like, Asia, wherever. It's, like, next to Japan and China. The first StarCraft, for them, is literally a national sport. And I mean, like, football is to America as Starcraft 1 is to Korea, to South Korea. So that's like quite a legend for a game, and that's important for gamers because they're trying to bring these what they call esports. I know this sounds ridiculous, but it's true. You can Wikipedia this, you can Google it, check it out on YouTube. You can find all kinds of stuff on it. But it's what they do, and they get paid cyber athletes spend hours and hours a day getting good at Starcraft to compete in these major tournaments, and that's what it's amounted to. So they're trying to bring that to America, and it's so cool for gamers to have like your favorite games being played, and if they can get one game over here convinced, they're going to get more than that one game, and that would be like really freaking cool. So I think it's important for all gamers in general to try to, I'm not doing very well here, to try to support this game the best that they can. Yeah. So, man, I can't, this is apparent, I cannot speak and play at the same time. This is what I've learned today. So I'm probably going to lose this battle. Whatever, it happens, right? But, yeah. So, tell about your friends, get your cat excited, get everyone excited about StarCraft. It's going to be pretty sweet. If they can get, Blizzard can get the esports to come over to the West, which is where, in the United States. So, yeah, I just lost my expansion. That's not a good sign. I'm going to pull my, so okay, this is a losing battle, right? People don't normally upload replays of themselves losing, but we might see that today. I'm going to put my Zealous back here, let my Photon Cannon start dealing some damage, and then have him attack. Keep an eye on him. Oop. He's trying to pull me out. He's trying to pull me out of the range of the Photon Cannons. I'm going to try to pull him into the range of the Photon Cannons. Yeah, not looking good now. I think I'm going to lose this one. I'm going to try to seek out, get a robotics facility, and get an expansion. Make sure my guys are doing alright. Get back here. So, yeah. I made tech for high Templars that don't have any. That will help if I get some of those guys going. I don't have enough on the guys paying gas either. I'm really wrecked this round. This is like really bad playing. I got so many things that I think I should be saying, but I'm not saying anything. I'll say this. I don't expect a lot of StarCraft videos. I'm kind of a game developer, game designer, like aspiring to be one. I'm aspiring to be one. So I've been busy, and I thought I was gonna have enough time to do like a lot of cool Starcraft2 videos and all this neat stuff, but I just don't have the time that I'd like to. Which is just the way it is. That's just life. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. I don't have. I didn't research it. Excellent. Yeah. So this is kind of a bad situation here. But what's nice about these photons is that they're really having a hard time getting to them because they're kind of backed up against this, and my high Templars are kind of blocking right now. You can kind of do little tricks like that to really give your opponent a really hard time. This guy here. Hopefully they take this expansion over here. I'm gonna be sad puppy if they did. So, yeah, I won't have enough time to do all this cool StarCraft stuff, so unfortunately, I know that a lot of people are subscribing to me, but like, yeah, so, sorry. It's just not going to happen, I don't think. Dang, I should not have bought those units, because now I can't buy my mind is completely, like, wigging out. I'm wigging out. That's a scientific term, so write that down and use it on everyone you hear. Wigging out. Yeah. I don't know what to say right now. So I'm just going to play for a little bit, and when I have something to say, I will say it. Hope I can get myself back into the game.